Some businesses look like profit. Some just look good while losing it. Most people dream of opening a cafe. Almost nobody realizes how fast that dream can turn into a financial nightmare. Here's the exact breakdown of why that cozy little coffee shop can quietly become a brutal business.
After the supermarket dream, Jake is still thinking bigger. Not reckless, just ambitious enough now to be dangerous. He learned that $100,000 was nowhere near enough for the business he imagined in his head. Jake spends more time in coffee shops than he admits to himself. Laptop open, same table, same playlist in the background, same line at the counter every morning. And after enough mornings, the thoughts start sounding reasonable.
That place is packed every day. Same line, same ritual, same people. Feels like the easiest business in the world. Which probably means I'm missing something expensive.
He closes his eyes.
Tonight, Jake isn't dreaming about a truck, a machine, or a storefront full of groceries. He's dreaming about something more dangerous, a business people confuse with a lifestyle.
Okay. This one I understand. Good coffee, good vibe, good corner. Chat with regulars, people work here, meet here, date here, hide here. This is the dream.
That's exactly why people get hurt by it.
Come on. This one actually feels realistic.
The demand is real. That's not the lie. Nearly 195 million American adults drink coffee every week in 2026. And specialty coffee keeps climbing. 58% of American adults had specialty coffee in the past week, up from 53% in 2022. Espresso-based drinks also rose from 40% to 45%, and latte consumption rose from 17% to 21%.
So I'm not crazy. People really do want this.
Exactly. That's why this business seduces people. The line is real. The demand is real. The room feels alive. The mistake is assuming demand guarantees margin.
So what is it really?
A cafe is one of the few businesses where customers mistake atmosphere for profit.
That's a cold sentence for a warm room.
Warm rooms can still have brutal economics.
All right, so what does it really cost to open one?
For most owners in 2026, the startup range lands somewhere between $80,000 and $300,000. A lot of operators end up closer to $150,000 to $200,000. And equipment alone often runs $20,000 to $80,000.
So $100,000 can get me in, maybe?
Maybe into a tight version, maybe into a smaller version, maybe into a version where you can open. That does not mean a version where you can survive.
That's the same lesson as the supermarket.
Different building, same trap.
What makes the numbers swing so much?
Build out. Taking over an old cafe shell is one number. Converting normal retail space into a real cafe is another. Raw space is where people bleed. Most empty commercial spaces were never built for espresso machines, drains, water filtration, food service flow, or health code reality. The romantic version sees plants and chairs. The real version sees plumbing, power load, permits, accessibility, drains, restrooms, inspections, and leasehold improvements.
So before I even buy coffee beans,
You're buying walls, pipes, and permission.
walk me through the damage.
Fine. Lease deposit and upfront rent. Build out. Espresso machine. Grinders. Water filtration. Refrigeration. Furniture. POS system. Wi-Fi. Permits. Branding. Opening inventory. And then the line item that destroys undercapitalized owners. Working capital.
The money that just sits there?
The money that keeps you alive. LivePlan says new coffee shops should plan on 3 to 6 months of working capital, often $20,000 to $100,000 on top of build-out costs. Because many new shops take 6 to 18 months to reach profitability, with 12 months being typical.
So the room can look finished, and the business still be nowhere near.
Exactly. That's how a lot of cafe owners die financially. Not because the espresso tastes bad, because they spent everything on the opening and forgot the business still has to survive after the ribbon gets cut.
So a beautiful cafe with no cash cushion is basically a countdown clock.
Beautifully said.
So what matters most after capital?
Ground.
Meaning location.
meaning your rent check is buying either survival or excuses.
So cheaper rent is not automatically smarter.
Usually not. A busy corner can be expensive, but it also does free marketing every hour of the day. People see the sign, see the line, see the window seats full, smell the coffee. That's customer acquisition built into geography.
And the cheaper, quiet side street?
Now, every customer has to be convinced manually.
How do you know if rent is actually healthy?
For food service businesses, the 𝐓𝐲𝐜𝐴 says average occupancy cost tends to land around 7 to 9% of sales. Low is around 5 to 6%, and anything over 9% starts getting dangerous. They also say, ideally, you want to aim for 5 to 7% and keep it from exceeding 8%. 𝐓𝐲𝐜𝐴 gives a broader food service rule of thumb of about 5 to 10% for full-service restaurants.
So the room doesn't need to feel cheap. It needs to make sense against sales.
Exactly. If the room owns too much of your revenue, the vibe is working for the landlord, not for you.
Let's talk gear.
Now we're talking about the part customers call the coffee machine, like it's one of the most expensive and essential pieces of revenue equipment in the room. Equipment typically runs $20,000 to $80,000 for a new shop. That's not just espresso, that's grinders, refrigeration, brewing equipment, water treatment, and the rest of the bar.
So if this core station fails, the whole business feels it immediately.
Exactly. And the part owners love to skip? Water treatment. Espresso is mostly water. Cheap out on filtration, and you can quietly destroy expensive equipment while convincing yourself you're saving money.
So even the water can punish
you. In cafe economics, yes, because every small shortcut attacks a very expensive machine.
Let me guess the next illusion. $5 drink, cheap ingredients, huge margin.
That's the lie everyone falls in love with.
On paper, the drink looks beautiful. Beans, milk, cup, syrup. Not terrifying. That's why beginners think cafes must print money.
In reality, the drink is carrying much more than ingredients. It's carrying labor, rent, utilities, card fees, software, equipment, wear, spoilage, the cost of the room itself. So that high-margin drink often ends up keeping well under $1 far more often than new owners expect once the full operating picture is allocated.
So the latte isn't the profit center people think it is.
Not by itself. A cafe doesn't live because the drink has romance. It lives because the whole system around that drink is disciplined.
That's uglier than Instagram makes it look.
Much uglier.
So what are people really buying?
A room. People aren't just buying caffeine. They're buying warmth, lighting, comfort, rhythm, background noise, somewhere not home, somewhere not work.
So the business is emotional real estate.
Exactly. That's why cafes can look rich while struggling, because customers confuse emotional value with owner profit.
And the room creates a trap too, right?
Yes. If one customer buys one drink and occupies a 4-person window table for 3 hours, that's not just hospitality. That's yield management. The room has to earn rent every hour,
Not just look full.
So a packed cafe and a productive cafe are not the same thing.
Now, you're thinking like an operator.
What about pastries? Sandwiches? Nice extra
Not
money?
extra.
Leverage.
A drink-only customer is one number. A drink plus food customer is a better business.
So the point isn't just making the coffee order bigger.
The point is getting more value from the same person who already walked through your door. That's why smart food programs matter. Not because a croissant is magical, because customer acquisition is expensive and seat time
Is limited.
But food comes with its own punishment: waste, spoilage, prep labor, forecasting errors. So it helps the ticket while also demanding better management.
Meaning even your fix introduces a new problem. Welcome to cafe. Biggest ongoing cost?
Labor.
Healthy coffee shop labor percentage usually falls around 30% to 35% of gross sales. And in expensive labor markets, it can push higher.
So staffing isn't admin
It's
work?
margin management. Morning rush, slower midday, Small afternoon bumps, weekend variation. Your schedule has to match your sales shape.
Too many people on?
Margin dies quietly.
Too few people on?
Speed drops, drinks slow down, line gets ugly, customer trust falls.
So the cafe is balancing labor against experience all day long.
Exactly. And unlike some businesses,
You don't get to automate away the whole front line.
the drink still needs a person.
What else hits owners after opening?
The small things that never feel dramatic until they stack. Card processing, software, music licensing, maintenance, unexpected repairs, milk waste, pastry waste, marketing, cleaning, internet, paper goods. None of them feel like the whole story. Together, they become the story.
So this isn't death by one big mistake. It's death by 10 small things the owner didn't respect enough.
Exactly. A lot of businesses fail loudly.
Give me the honest version. Not fantasy, not disaster. What does a good year actually look like?
Here's the honest benchmark logic. Retail coffee shops average around 6.86% profit margin. Roaster retailers average about 8.79%. And combined retail plus wholesale roasting operations can reach around 11.92%.
So the cafe itself is not some huge margin gold
A
mine.
well-run cafe can absolutely produce real owner income. But one store usually pays a life. It does not automatically build wealth.
So if I'm imagining open one beautiful cafe and I'm rich, I'm lying to myself.
Correct. A good cafe can pay an operator well. That is not the same as being rich. That's the honest version.
So if one cafe is mostly income, where does wealth start?
Scale, systems, control, a second location, shared overhead, stronger brand, better purchasing, a model that travels. And then roasting.
That's where the economics change?
That's where they can.
Retail coffee shops average 6.86%. Roaster retailers 8.79%. Combined retail plus wholesale roasting.
So the first store is not the empire, it's the prototype.
The first room proves whether you have a model, not whether you've made it.
So after all this, is owning a cafe a good idea?
It can be, but not for the reasons most people think. A cafe is not a vibe business. It is a location business, a labor business, a systems business, and a room yield business funded by coffee. The owners who win are not always the coolest, not always the most aesthetic, not always the ones with the deepest espresso notes.
A room people don't want to leave.
Yes, and a room that still has to earn its rent every hour.
But most people think they're buying a lifestyle, when they're really buying an operating job. That line stays. It should. So that little cafe I romanticized wasn't a shortcut. It was a machine with better lighting. Maybe I'll still buy the latte tomorrow. But I won't confuse the room with easy money again. Some businesses like freedom from the outside, from the inside.
Would you still open a cafe with $100,000? Comment yes or no.